So what about multiplying a fraction? Okay, multiplying, there's two ways. I'm going to show you the long way first, which I do not want you to do this. You multiply directly on the same level. So 8 times 3 is 24, and 9 times 16, pull out the calculator, and 9 times 16 is equal to 144. Now we need to reduce this fraction because that seems to be able to be reduced. So I don't know, let's divide it by 2. So if I divide both by 2, 24 by 2 is 12. And 144, 140, 70, and that's 2, so it's 72. But that can still be reduced, probably by 6. So if I say 12 divided by 6, that's 2. And 72 divided by 6, well, 60 would be 10, and 12 is 2. So say 12. And now this one is easy. I can divide both by 2, and it's 1 over 6. And we get with this answer. We get to this answer is 1 divided by 6. Now, you may have realized that you could divide both of them by 24 and jump right over. But here's the better way of doing this. When you have things that are multiplying and dividing, like this 4 numbers, you can change the order because of BEDMAS. So I'm going to say, what is 8 divided by 16? I can simplify it. I can divide both this by 8, and that would be a 1, and that would be a 2. And I can simplify this and this, dividing them by 3. So that's 1, and that's 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And therefore, now I can multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 2 is 6. And we get the same answer, but a lot faster and with much smaller numbers. Okay, so let's go on to division. Dividing is just like multiplying, except that we need to, the fraction that's dividing, we need to get the reciprocal. So we just turn it upside down. 1 times 7 over 5. See, this is the one that went at the reciprocal because that's the one that's dividing. This is not dividing. So now, we always check is there anything that can simplify, and the 10 and the 5 can simplify by dividing them by 5. And in this case also, the 7 and 21 can be divided both by 7, and therefore I could simplify it, and now I can just multiply across, and that's 2 divided by 3. What about this? Well, it's dividing, so I'm going to take the reciprocal of 18 over 11. So 6 over 7 times 11 over 18. I check to see if there's anything that can be simplified, and yeah, the 6 and the 18 can be simplified. If I divide both of them by 6, I'm going to get 1 and 3. The 7 and the 11 cannot be simplified, so that's as far as I can go. Equal 1 times 11 is 11. 7 times 3 is 21. And that's my final answer. So now we've taken care of multiplying and dividing.